Hi, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. Come one, come all. Come big, come small. For those of you guys who have not been with us before, I am Candy Sincerity Johnson. Behind the camera is my partner in life, my partner in business.
Hey, best friends.
Hey, best friends, you are?
I am Sean Johnson.
And you are? What's your first name?
Kayla!
What's your first name?
Kennedy.
Kennedy, you guys are getting a behind the scenes look at something that I have been wanting to do with the kids for a very long time. I talked to Sean about it. I said one of the reasons why we homeschool the kids is to give them a different perspective on money. To teach them about money, to teach them all of the things that they're never going to learn in school, to teach them all of the stuff we wish we would have learned. And so this is our first of many weekly sessions that we're going to have as a family. And so I said, hey, they're getting older. It's this time. It's time for us to introduce this information to the kids. So I said, let's go live. Let's demonstrate this for the best friends and invite them in. And let's experience this together. So what we're going to do, remember how do we start our routine when we are in school? I know it's not a school day because you guys are on vacation. But when we're starting school, what do we always start with?
Prayer.
Prayer, okay? So normally what we do when we pray in the morning before school is you guys will pray and then I'll pray. But I'm going to pray today, okay? And then we're going to get started, all right?
Okay.
All right. So God, we thank you and praise you for all that you have done, both big and small. God, we thank you and we adore you. We love you. We lift you high. We thank you for our quality time together as a family. We thank you for your safety. We thank you for your hands of protection on us. We thank you for loving us. We thank you for your guidance and being the foundation of our household. We thank you for being the foundation of our faith. We thank you for your leadership and all of the direction that you've given us. We thank you for our resources, our home, our businesses, everybody who we're connected with. We thank you for keeping us throughout the course of our day and keeping us throughout the course of our time together as a family. We love you, we honor you, we keep you first. Amen.
Amen.
So that is how we will start every week. One of the things, and I don't know if you guys if we've ever talked to you guys about it, but one of the things that was important to Sean and I when we made the decision to homeschool you guys, we wanted to make sure not only did you get the traditional, the regular stuff, like the English, the math, all of that stuff. You guys get that through K-12. But we wanted to give you guys money lessons. We wanted to talk to you guys about business and all of the stuff that school's not going to teach you. So now that you guys are 9 and now that we've observed you, we've watched you, we feel like you guys are mature enough to start learning some of that other stuff, okay?
Okay.
Y'all ready for it?
Yes.
Okay, so here's how this is going to go. Now that you're 9, we're going to teach you certain things. I'm probably going to do most of the teaching. Sean is going to do some of the teaching. We're going to teach you certain things. After we teach you, then we're going to show you, right? So you see us doing different things in business. Some of it you know, but you might not know why we're doing certain things in our businesses. We're going to show you what we're doing. We're going to teach you exactly why we're doing it. And then as you guys get older, once you're like 11 and 12, you're going to actually start working inside of our businesses. You're going to do different things. You're going to be packing orders. You're going to be helping us with marketing, helping us with different things. And then once you're older, then you could either take the businesses and run with them, or you could sell the businesses and start your own businesses. You have all these different options that will be available to you then. Does that make sense?
Yes.
All right. So let's start here. Do either of you guys know why us having money conversations is important as a family? Like, why is it important for us to even be talking to you guys at the age of 9 about money?
Because it's important, and
you
someday you won't be here to tell us about it.
Someday we won't be here to tell you about it. What were you gonna say?
And you want us to learn at a young age so we grow up wealthy.
Yeah. So I want you to be wealthy. That's definitely the goal. But here's the thing. You know how we always have the conversation about, like, what is our dream as a family? We talk about moving to Texas and we talk about this big mansion that we want, right? Y'all remember those conversations that we have as a family? We talk about the big mansion that we want. We talk about the swimming pool. What else do we say?
A movie theater.
Movie theater.
Oh, an inside gym.
Inside gym, and how that's our goal as a family. So the four of us, that will make us really happy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Here's the reality. Here's the reality, and I want you guys to hear me and hear me very well. We may not get it. You hear me?
Yeah.
We may not get it. Here's why we may not get it. We may not see that. Sean and I may not see that. But if you listen to and do every single thing that we're teaching you, every single day, you'll get it. You'll have it for your family, and you'll have it for your family.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I'm almost 40. Our goal is to get it. Our goal is to have the big mansion, to have the indoor pool, to have the indoor gym, to have the indoor movie theater. Our goal is to have this multi-million-dollar house one day. Everybody wants a mansion. But Sean and I are okay with the fact that we may get it and we might not get it. But if you do everything that we're teaching you to do, that took us 40-something years to learn and figure out and make mistakes, if you do everything that we're teaching you how to do, you're guaranteed to get it. We might get it, but you're guaranteed to get it. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
So these classes, or me teaching you these lessons every single week, is to prepare you to make sure, no matter if we get it or not, you guys get it. All right? All right. Now, the conversations that I'm going to have with you would never be taught in school. Never. Never. You want to know why?
Why?
Because if they teach these conversations and everybody know how to get to the level of wealth that I'm going to teach you, the steps on how to get to, if everybody had access to that and if everybody could do it, there would be nobody working at restaurants. Nobody will be working at hospitals. Nobody will be working in gas stations. There will be nobody working. Right?
Mm-hmm.
What would life look like if you got sick and we were trying to get you to the hospital, but there was nobody there to work there because everybody was rich?
And also, no one would be building houses, so you technically can't even enjoy being rich.
Yeah, yeah. So society has to have what's called balance. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
It's not fair, but in order for society to work, there have to be poor people, there have to be middle class people, there have to be rich people and wealthy people and powerful people. There has to be a balance of all of that. So if everybody has the same information, then that's creating a lack of balance. So what happens is the people who are rich, the people who are powerful, they teach all of this information to their kids, and their kids become rich, and their kids become powerful. But oftentimes, too, what also happens is the people who are middle class or the people who are poor, we're very middle class, okay? But the people who are like us, oftentimes, if they learn the information, they either don't do anything with it, or they get frustrated and they give up on themselves. Or the people who are poor, some of them may not even know the information, right?
Mm-hmm.
So then what they teach their kids is they teach their kids how to get by and make it the best way they know how, okay? So the number one rule, let me show you this. The number one rule to wealth is speed. Speed. You got to make money fast, right? Wealthy people, rich people know and understand you got to make money fast. Here's what I mean. In Illinois, where we live, the average person or minimum wage is $12 an hour. $12 an hour, okay? So $12 an hour, if you work a job, you work at McDonald's, you work at Walmart, you work at any job, right? The least amount that they could pay you to work there is $12 an hour. So let me show you something. If that person went to work for a week $12 an hour times 40 is $480. Okay? 480 a week. This is sloppy. Don't mind me. Okay? So, that same person for a month is making less than $2,000. So what does that say? 1920? 1920. Okay? Less than $2,000. The same person has to have somewhere to live. They got to eat. They got to put clothes on their back. They got to pay the light bill. They got to pay the gas bill. They got to pay the water bill, right? They got to buy a car. They got to have something to drive. Let's talk about rent. Rent in Illinois on average is about $837. Now that's very low compared to this area, right? So rent is $837. So this person who's working every day for $12 an hour, they're like, man, what are some of the things they could do? A lot of people say, get another job, right? Get another job. Get a second job. But there's only so many hours in a day, right? Money versus speed. Money versus time. How can you speed this up? Let me show you something. Sean, there was an order that just came through the website right before we went live. Mm-hmm. Did you take a look at it?
Yes.
How much was it?
It was like $120.57, I think it was.
$120. $120.57. Order. This person, it would have taken them a 10-hour day to make $120. How long did it take us to make $120?
I guess however long the person was on the website, maybe 5 minutes.
Right? Mm-hmm. Time versus speed. It didn't take 10 hours for us to do this. So what business owners say is they say, this person bought 3 things from the website and spent $120. If I want to make $5,000 on the website in one day, and the average person spends $120, I need about 42 orders. So $5,000 a day. $42 customers. So the business owner says, how can I get 42 customers? $5,000 a day for the business owner is about $150,000 a month, right?
Yes.
So about $150,000 a month. $150,000 a month. Look at Caleb. $150,000 a month times 12 months. That's $1.8 million a year. Now, they have expenses and everything else like that. But all things said and done, they're even making half of this. So they're making just shy of $1 million, even with this scenario. Do you see the two realities?
Yes.
Now, this is not all people. That's not to suggest that everybody is this extreme and making $12 an hour. And that's not to suggest that everybody's business is making $5,000 an hour. But do you see that it's the difference between time and speed and time and money, right? The faster you can make money, the more you can get out of the rat race. Most of us are born in the rat race. What's the rat race?
When people wake up, go to a job, pay bills, wake up, go to a job, pay bills, and so on and so forth.
Right. This person's reality is, here's the tough thing. This person says, okay, cool. Now I've learned And I do want another stream of revenue. I do want to make more money. But I'm stuck in this rat race. All I can do is keep a roof over my head. All I can do is barely feed myself. What am I supposed to do? Right? So that's why I told you guys, I had the hard conversation with you in the very beginning. And I said, Sean and I may or may not get to the next level. We may or may not become very, very wealthy where we're making 10, 11, 12 figures. We want it, but the key is to take the ball as far as we can and to pass the ball to you. But we're not going to work hard and pass the ball to you unless we know for a fact you're prepared to take the ball and keep running. Most people don't prepare their kids to keep running with the ball. They spend their whole lives trying to get as much as they can to give their kids, and then they don't teach their kids anything about money. Then the kids get the money and they blow it all. And the next generation is right back into the rat race. But there's a system that the wealthy know, because the wealthy don't just say, we're going to do this, right? Because this is just a glorified job on steroids, right? These people over here, like your parents, we're still working hard every day. We're still working 50, 60 hours a day. Hours a week. You understand? Mm-hmm. When you guys want to play Monopoly or you guys want to spend time with us, sometimes we say we can't because we gotta work. So although we're making a little bit more money than say the person over here that's starting out, we're still not out of the rat race. You understand that? Mm-hmm. Here's how you get out of the rat race completely. Now remember these numbers. So when Mima and I first started dating, when we first got together, Sean had bad credit, I had bad credit, we didn't have anything. We had no money. When she first met me, we were on the phone late one night. You guys may have heard me tell the story. My phone got cut off because I didn't have money to pay my phone bill. Sean had to go to a place called a payday loan place to borrow money. They charge a lot of interest. She didn't even have a car. She got on the bus and went to this place to borrow money so that she can help me pay my phone bill because she wanted to still talk to me. So when we started, we didn't have anything. We have a little bit now, but we don't have a lot, right? But we're building. So there's levels. You ever hear mommy say there's levels to the game? There's levels to wealth. There's steps that you have to go through, and you can't skip steps. There's steps that you have to go through to get there. You don't just get there overnight, right? There's different things that you have to do. So by us starting businesses, we took a little bit of money. When we started Sincerity Johnson almost 2 years ago, we started Sincerity Johnson with less than $500. But we grew that, and now on an average, there's some months where it's higher or lower, but on an average, Sincerity Johnson fluctuates between $40,000 and $50,000 a month, okay? So what do you do? What's the end goal, right? The end goal, or the short-term goal, is to boost the daily sales of the businesses up. Then, how do you get out of the rat race? Because at some point, me and Mima no longer want to work 60 plus hours a week, right? That's not the goal forever. So it begs the question, what do you do next? You got out of this spot, now you're in this spot, but how do you go from this spot to the next spot? You want me to teach you?
Yeah.
Got it. There's something called the 4 quadrants. You ever heard of the 4 quadrants?
Yes.
What do you know about the 4 quadrants?
I've heard of it, but I forgot.
There is E, employee, S, small business, I, investor, and the B, big business. And you're an S.
Ooh! Yes! There's 4 quadrants. Say it again. Ooh!
Say it louder.
Did I spell this correctly? You know I can't.
I believe so.
I
I
can't.
can't spell.
Can you
I
say
can't spell either.
Can you say the 4 quadrants again for me, baby? A little bit louder so all the best friends can hear you.
E investor. I
No.
E employee. I investor. S small business. And B big business.
Ooh, that man know them quadrants. Who taught you the 4 quadrants?
Robert Kiyosaki.
Ooh, come on, King. Robert Kiyosaki. 4 quadrants. Okay? So the first one is employee. This is how 99.9% of the world starts. You're an employee. That's the person working at McDonald's. That's the $12 an hour concept. That's the, I have to exchange my time that I won't ever get back for money, right? $12 an hour, $30 an hour, $40 an hour, $50 an hour, whatever that hourly rate is, whatever your pay scale is. If you stop showing up for work, they stop paying you. And everything connected to you dries up. You have to exchange your time, your skills, your labor for money, right? That's the employee, right? That's the W-2. Like that? That's the W-2 employee, okay? That's the first quadrant. The second quadrant, Caleb already said, is self-employed.
Or small business, yeah.
Self-employed, right? This is your parents. This is your parents. We're self-employed. These people often think they're better than these people, but they're not. These people think they're better than these people, but they're not. These people have a false sense of thinking that they've arrived, but they haven't. Oftentimes, this group is that $5,000 a day group. They're making more money. They have more stuff. Sometimes their house, they start buying more, bigger houses and all that. But what happens with this person is they're working 50, 60 hours a week. And very similar to this person, when they stop, the money stops. You see what I'm saying? When the economy get bad, the money stops. When they have a product that people are no longer buying, the money stops. You remember when you guys used to walk around with them fidget spinners? Mm-hmm. That's a prime example. What happened to the company that created those? Hopefully they created something else because kids not playing with those no more. So self-employed is a dangerous spot because people get to this quadrant and they feel like they've made it, but they haven't. This is oftentimes the person who they want to pass it on to their kids, but their kids are like, I don't want to do this. This is where if we die today, we want to pass you Sincerity Johnson, and you're like, I don't want to do that because you spent, Mom and Mima, 50, 60 hours a week doing it. This is a dangerous spot because a lot of people don't go past this. Where do you go from here? You go
I.
Nope. There's a spot before I.
B.
There's a spot before I. Yeah, you go to B. There's a big difference between 2 and 3. You go 3. You go 3. 3 is a business owner. There's a big difference between being self-employed and being a business owner. What's a business owner? A business owner is if Sean and I had employees, we had systems, we had processes. Now we do have systems and processes, but we have not hired out the employees to be able to take the ball and run with it. A true business owner can say without notice, I'm going on vacation with my family for the next 365 days. Don't call me, don't email me, don't text me. I want this company to make the same amount of money that it made last year or more without me. Without my input, without my vote, without anything. A business owner is the person who just literally owns the company, but there's other people that work inside of the company and they run the company. right? Oftentimes a business owner has a company or a business that's 100 employees or more. They're making millions and millions of dollars, right? So how do we get from being here to here? We can grow Sincerity Johnson to be real big. Or there's a shortcut, there's a cheat code. Look at Caleb, look at Caleb, look at Caleb. Caleb, there's a cheat code, there's a shortcut. You want to know what the shortcut is?
Yeah.
One of the things that a lot of business owners or self-employed people do is they say, hey, Sincerity Johnson is growing. It's moving fast, right? We've built it up, and so it's going to take us 5 to 10 years to get here. What we like to do is sell the business. You can usually, for an online store, kind of like ours or other, e-commerce businesses, that's what we help people create, you can sell the store for 3 to 5 times what it makes every year. So, excuse me, if your business is doing, let's say, about $500,000 a year.
You need some water? I'm sorry, I'm going to interrupt.
No, I'm okay. Okay. If your business is doing about $500,000 a year, you could sell it for $1.5, $2 million, right? Mm-hmm. And just walk away. We could sell it for that, right? So that way we skip over step 3. But this is the goal that every single person in the world should have if they want to be wealthy. If you raise your hand and you say you want to be wealthy, your goal should not be any of the first 3 boxes. But most people have to use the first 3 boxes to build up enough cash to get to the 4th box. What's box number 4? Kennedy. What's box number 4? It starts with an I. Caleb. Investor. Yeah, investor. You want to become an investor. What's an investor? That's the person who owns real estate. Lots of real estate. That's the person who does real estate development. They're building shopping malls. They're building skyscrapers. They own apartment complexes. They have 1,000 or more doors. This is called passive income, mailbox income, etc. These are the people who are millionaires and they never have to do anything to get the money. Thousands of people do whatever they need to do, go out, get money, and they have to bring it back to them. 9 out of 10 times is through real estate, right? Oftentimes they also have money in stock. They invest in other businesses. They invest in startup businesses. So this is the person who a self-employed person will go to for money. If me and Mima said, hey, our goal is to take Sincerity Johnson to $3 million within the next year and a half, we would go to an investor and we would say, here's what we've done thus far. Here's where we are. This is what our goal is. And that person would say, okay, I'll give you the money, but I'll give you the money for either part ownership in your business, or I'll give you the money for a large interest rate. You ever see the show Shark Tank?
Yeah.
You see mommy watching Shark Tank?
Yeah.
What do you know about Shark Tank, Ken?
They introduce a product to the judges, and the judges give them an amount of money for it.
Yeah. A lot of people don't know that's their real money. Those are all millionaires and billionaires sitting on that panel. They're making a decision to invest their real hard-earned money into these people's businesses. They don't invest it for a percentage. They only invest it in inside of their businesses for part ownership. because the goal is to build those businesses up to receive double, triple, quadruple, or sometimes 10x what they originally put into the business. And sometimes they have like a clause or some type of like document that says that business has to pay them forever. So maybe they take $500,000 and they invested in Sincerity Johnson. But because they're part owner for as long as Sincerity Johnson is alive, as long as that business is going, them or their kids or their grandkids or their great grandkids will receive money. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So the goal is to move through the 4 quadrants, but to get here as fast as possible. The reason that a lot of people can't get here is because they don't have the knowledge or the money to get there. You have to, money is speed, guys. And this is what school would never tell you. There's nothing wrong with getting up, going to work, working hard for your family, and bringing home a paycheck. There's nothing wrong with that. Your parents did it. Your grandparents did it. Your great-grandparents did it. And that's what makes this country beautiful, right? A lot of people do it. But if you want a different way, traditional school is not going to give you what you need to know and understand that there's a different path. Money is not going to be taught in traditional school because you can't have millions of people knowing that there's another option for you. They don't talk about entrepreneurship in school. And it's by design. They don't want you to think, they want you to work. They want you to get used to the same routine that school is outlined to give you. You get up, you go to school. They tell you when to take a break. They tell you when to use the bathroom. They tell you when to have fun and exercise. They tell you what days you're off of school. They tell you, when you're sick, you got to call in and let somebody know. All of the same things that they do when you work a job. The same thing they did with Sean and I when we worked the job. There were times when you guys had different activities or different things in school, and they told us, no, we're short-staffed. We can't let you have the day off. And we had to deal with it. And we had to make a decision to say, do we want to get in trouble at work? Do we want to possibly get fired? Or do we want to disappoint our kids? And I'm not saying that anybody's choice is right or wrong. You do what's best for you. But I want you guys to learn and understand some very important things. God has not created you to exchange the valuable gift that he gave you, which is time, for money. If you want a different path, you can have a different path. But you got to know and understand that other path comes with its own challenges too. It's not easy being a business owner. More than half of the businesses that open fail. Then, after you get through the first year, more than half of those fail. So business ownership is hard. It's hard. It's not for everybody. But for the people that it's for, they make a lot of money. And their lives look completely different. What questions do you guys have for me? Now, we love and support you regardless of what path you choose. But as your parents, our job is to make sure you know that you have options. God created you to have options. And I want you to have options. And I think sometimes I teach you because I look at where I am, I look at where Sean is, and to some people's standards, we're very successful. But to other people's standards, we're not. To our own standards, we're okay, but we could be doing better. We're grateful for what we have, but we know and understand that there's a lot of lessons that we didn't get because our families just simply didn't know how to teach us. That we're going out of our way to make sure you guys have. Mm-hmm. You guys understand that?
Yeah, ma'am.
Okay. Do you have anything to add?
I don't.
Any best friends have any questions?
So some of the best friends was like, I need to be in this class. I love it. Some of the other best friends said that it's education like this that we need. Trying to go back and see. Miss Michelle said the babies are so smart. Also, awesome job.
Thank you guys.
Yeah. So, Kayla, there's a question.
Yes, baby.
Aren't we gonna don't we have a book coming out next year?
Well, we were talking about it. Remember, I told you guys that we were thinking about doing it as a project, but I'm not sure. Yeah.
How about we ask the best friends?
we could do that next week. If this is something that they decide that they want to see more of.
Miss Priscilla said this is awesome. Thank you guys.
Oh, thank you. Did you guys learn anything?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I know 9-year-olds have short attention spans, so I'm gonna let you guys go, and we're going to end it. Can you thank the best friends for joining us
Thank you.
during our little family meeting about money? All right. So we're not gonna hold you guys on. We know it's the holiday season. We love you guys, and we appreciate you guys rocking with us. Thank you for joining us. This is something that we felt like Kennedy and Kayla were mature enough to start to learn. And so these are some of the lessons that we're going to be sharing with them each week. But yeah, did you have anything else to add behind the scenes?
No, just thank you guys so much for tuning in. Thank you for rocking with us. Debbie said, thank you guys. These kids, what she said? She said, these kids know more than I do.
I have 2 more questions.
What you got?
It's been an hour already.
Not quite.
No, not an hour, 30-something minutes.
Also, this was definitely worth my time.
I'm glad it was worth your time.
You just got a review from one of your students.
I give it a 5 out of 5.
Oh, you give me a 5 out of 5?
Oh, Lacey said, listen to this.
I have been playing for like 2 hours straight.
Lacey said, I'm about to put this on my big screen and have a business class with my girls. You both rock.
Oh, thank you. Well, we should definitely upload it to YouTube then.
Yeah, we should put it on YouTube.
Yeah.
And then in the future, do you want to, because I know there are some subscriber best friends that are on here right now.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know, is it something that you want to make available to the subscriber best friends, or how are you going to, do you know?
So you guys let me know, is this something you want to see more of? And that could be something that we do, or we do like a Q&A session for our subscriber best friends.
Yeah.
We'll have to figure out, because this is just literally something that I was like, hey, if you want to go live while I'm showing the kids this information, then, you can. But so Sean was like, yeah, she was like, I'm going to sit behind the camera and, I'll go live and we'll kind of see if the best friends want to be a part of it, because it's something that they're going to be doing, we're going to be doing together every week.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then I know some of the best friends were saying that this was information that they were learning too. You want to let them know if that this information is available.
Oh yeah. So Sean knows that I'm the teacher, but yeah. So if you guys want this full curriculum of everything that I'm teaching Kennedy and Kayla, it's available on our website. So if you go to my website, CandySincerityJohnson.com, this is literally the No Debt Reset. All I'm doing is I'm taking the No Debt Reset and I'm teaching the kids, and I'm giving them the why behind everything that's inside of the No Debt Reset. So if you purchase the No Debt Reset, we actually have the website available. And I forgot about this. I'm sorry, Sean. We have the website available. So all of the digital books are half off. The No Debt Reset, along with the Mob Accelerator, when you purchase those items, you get the workbook. You get the workbook for free. Hold on, Caleb and Ken. You get the workbooks for free. So for right now, through the end of the year, so the next couple of days, if you purchase the Mob Accelerator, which is going to help you start and grow your online business, or if you purchase the No Debt Reset, which is going to give you all of what I'm teaching the kids, then you get the workbook for free as well.
And it's an instant download with the system. Ms. Devitra said, so is your program to help create a business?
So the Mob Accelerator is the program that's designed to help create a business. The No Debt Reset is all of the financial lessons. So it's all of kind of what you've seen me build out and much, 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 much more. So yeah. So yeah, that's the difference between the two. You guys want to excuse yourself because you guys are fidgety. You're getting fidgety.
Thank you, love.
Look, I have to remember, y'all best friends, I have to remember there's still 9.
Right.
There's still 9.
Good thing.
So, yeah, did you want to add anything, my love?
No, but yeah, so if you're interested in any of those things that Candy mentioned, it is on her website. The sale is live now. So her website is CandySincerityJohnson.com. For the subscribers, we know that you guys have a discount for the website as subscribers. That discount code won't work on top of the sale because everything is on sale right now. So as a subscriber, I know that you guys have your discount code, but that code won't work during the sale. And then once the sale is done, then your code will then go back into effect because you guys get your discount for being a subscriber to Candy's page.
Yep. Yeah. So moving forward, and like I said before, our subscribers will always get additional content as well. So moving forward, Sean and I will actually, now that I know that you guys like this information, we will definitely talk about, what other features the subscribers will get. But yeah, we're gonna make sure you guys are prepared going into 2023 because we cannot continue to do what we previously did and expect to get the same or better results. So, yeah. All right. Well, I will let you guys go. I love you. There's nothing you can do about it. And like we always say, the absolute best is yet to come. But baby, we got work to do.